one of my favorite topics. I love speaking about this because we go from holding one player accountable in Embiid and the fans possibly turning on him and wanting him to leave and him maybe obliging that request to Giannis may end up realizing that it might be time to go in his tenure, to the guy that will never admit that he's been shitting the bed since he left Golden State. That's Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, a.k.a. flight risk. He's a flight risk because they end up going, they get swept in the playoffs, right? Vogel is the scapegoat, right? Everybody talking about, oh, I don't understand what the offense was this year, and I don't know what my role was. You're Kevin bleeping Durant. Didn't you tell us that?
Right.
I'm Kevin bleeping Durant.
Right.
So if the offense is bad, you're supposed to be able to say, yo, listen, give me this rock and let's roll.
Yeah.
Right? Instead, you just play a part. And this is why when people tell me that Kevin Durant is, on the same level as such and such, nah, bruh. There's levels to this. You good, but you not him.
Nah, yeah. It's a big difference.
You know what I mean? So what you need to do is call Daddy Steph and say, look, I'd like to come back.
The worst mistake he ever made.
I'd like to come back.
Is the key under the mat still?
Right. You know what I mean? I'd like to come back. I'm sorry. Steph let you be you. But the problem that he had was he couldn't accept not being the man, not being loved the way he thought he should have been, right? You come into somebody else's situation. That's their situation. That's like when Braun went to Miami.
Right.
Braun wasn't trying to be the man in Miami. That's Wade County for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why you should feel away. You come here, you be a part of the team, and you play a role. Steph's the guy. Clay's the guy. Draymond's the guy. That's who they look to. They don't look to you. You're a hired gun. And that's all right. But what do the Suns do? How do they go from here? Where do they turn?
You gotta break it up, man. You gotta get rid of one of them.
Here's the situation, though, Keith. They can't. And I'm not even trying to troll. They literally can't. Do you know that they have no first round draft picks until 2029?
Bruh.
They have no second round picks until 2030. So they're kind of screwed up. So they're going to have to keep this together because they have no choice.
That's terrible.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to KD, the GM.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to see if Vogel is going to be the coach. Because listen, Vogel, he wins the press conferences. He's a professional guy, great defense, but he's just not an offensive mind. So if he's going to be retained, I think that they're going to have to try to improve whatever offensive coordinator they can have there and be able to facilitate and orchestrate a better offensive scheme. But what they also have to do is go find yourself a point guard. Stop putting Devin Booker at point guard. He never played point guard a day in his life. Washed. You got Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, everybody's starting to realize that he's not that good. He's not that good. All them years in Washington, right? They talk about him and John Wall, and he don't like John Wall. Yeah, I wouldn't like John Wall either because he's better than me. That's probably why he was mad. Couldn't wait to get out of Washington, and they couldn't wait to get rid of him. He has no trade market.
Too injury prone.
Yeah, no market. Nobody wants him.
And he's a top scorer.
Don't nobody want him.
True.
He like that baddie on Instagram that can't cook and wash clothes. Nobody wants you. Don't nobody want you. All you want is window dressing. People hear the name. Oh, Bradley Beal. He tough. Whole off season, that's all you heard. Yo, the three of these dudes, yo,
trash.
Receptacle. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. But here's the thing. And here's the bigger problem that the Suns are facing, right? Talked about the players. I talked about that they need to have accountability. Talked about KD, flight risk Durant. But what we're not talking about is the owner, right? What's his name? Ishbia? Matt Ishbia?
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ishbia is the problem because he ends up purchasing this team, wants to make a splash. I respect that. I respect somebody who wants to make their name known, right? Here's the problem, though. You know who Matt Ishbia reminds me of? Mikail Prokorov.
Wow.
Remember when Prokorov bought the Nets?
Yeah.
And he was trying to compete with the Knicks and putting all these billboards. He made that colossal mistake trade with the Boston Celtics, getting them old-ass players in Brooklyn.
Yep, I remember.
And kind of hampering his franchise for the next decade. Remember that?
Here we are again.
Matt Ishbia is kind of Mikail Prokorov.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, of course not. Listen, you know, I'm him. I'm him. So that's what I'm saying, is that he needs to understand how the NBA landscape works. This ain't 2K. This ain't you playing video games and say, oh, I can take this guy. Oh, I can take this guy. Oh, I can hire any coach. No, it needs to be put in position and structured and building a team with personalities and make it make sense. You ever seen guys play positions that they never played consistently? How do you expect to win when you don't have a point guard?
You need a playmaker, man.
They got playmakers. They got no point guard.
Distributor.
Yeah. They got dudes that just know how to score points. Devin Booker, he can light it up with the best of them. He not getting nobody involved. He don't understand how to get people their shots in the spots that they need to be in. You got rid of Chris Paul and look what happened to your franchise.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Chris Paul fan. But the proof is in the pudding in regards to when he's somewhere, things happen, things work out. Except Golden State. But you know, that's what I'm saying. He needs to just understand how to be an owner. Don't go too fast. Slow down and play the long game. Don't sacrifice all the draft picks and do all this stuff because now you put yourself in a bad spot. What if you can't trade Bradley Beal? What if you can't trade Kevin Durant and get back assets? What if you can't trade Devin Booker, who's rumored, according to Stephen A., that he wants to go to New York, but he's never said it? More on that later.
Your ass over there, bro.
You know what I mean? It's you have to understand that, you know, slow your brakes. Slow your roll. Just a little bit.
Definitely reality check is coming.
Yeah.
Reality check is definitely coming.
He even came out and said, yeah, we're going to run it back. You got no choice.
Mm-hmm.
You have nothing else. You gave Grayson Allen $70 million. This roster's a mess.
I love it.
It's a mess.